Now, Kelly, the one thing that I'm going to guess, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to guess the hardest thing is that when you do music, especially this kind of music, 99% of the time it gets to be deeply personal, and you're sharing stuff that you can kind of almost mask with, when you're acting, you know, in one minute you're Nicole Brown Simpson, and the next minute you're, somebody that walks into the office on Billions. You don't show yourself. With this
Correct.
kind of music, you're absolutely showing yourself. You're showing scars, wounds, happy, sad. You really have to portray that to do this well. How did you make that jump, and was it comfortable?
No, it was so uncomfortable. Like the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done in my life. But what I've realized over time is, there's a certain level of, I mean, I think the way that I'm perceived just on the surface, especially as an actress, it's like she's tall, she's blonde, she's from Texas. She's like kind of like very sometimes basic bitch like depth. Like I haven't really it takes a hot minute for somebody to get to know me, and then they're like, wow, like I had no idea there was like all these different layers to you, and
Sure.
the depth and all the things. And so I think it's been really interesting with music, because I was like, what I'm realizing is the wounded part of me and like the vulnerable part of me, like all the shit that's happened to me, is actually the most beautiful part of me, and I want to give people the opportunity to at least see that aspect, like that part of me, because it's so special to me now. And it's really kind of made me realize that, like, the more that we hide, like wherever we hide, I really believe is like our most sacred part. And like that's the part I think that we're really supposed to be. And so I actually just wrote a song about it. And basically just, yeah, like the areas where where there's resistance or we hide is actually like, I think, who we're really supposed to be. So that was a challenge for me. I was like, if I preach this and I'm a living, breathing example, like what would that look like? And for me, it was like, all right, I'm going to put my voice out in the world, and I'm going to talk about shit that's really uncomfortable. And, if you listen to my lyrics, there's a lot of abandonment issues in those songs, and the way that I grew up, and people leaving, being afraid if someone stays, what that looked like as a child to go through a lot of the things that I went through. So I actually, again, I've done it for me, and it's been really cool. Like I got a DM the other day on Instagram, and it was really amazing. I took a screenshot of it, and I'm going to save it forever. But this girl was like, your music has literally saved me. I was contemplating suicide.
Mhm.
And I kept looping I'm alive again and again and again, which is so interesting because, like Mama Said, almost has like 400,000 streams, and it's been out like a month or two. And I'm alive has like 25,000. Like it's not even, but again, it doesn't even matter, right? Because
Sure.
if it moves one person, then I'm down for that. So, and she said she kept listening to that song, and she decided to like hold on another day. And I was just like, this is why we do this. Like
Hmm.
this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And so that felt really, really good. And I check in with her every once in a while and just touch base. But yeah, it's really hard to especially, TV and film is interesting because you get to hide, like you
Hmm.
said, I've been playing characters, my whole life. And in that, there's this like bold kind of like arrogance. You're like, well, it's not me. So I can just like go fuck it up and then go to my trailer and then be a mess or whatever you want to do.
Right.
And singing is the exact opposite. It's like the minute you step up to that microphone, it's like all the emotions come up. And that's how I knew that I was on the right track. Because it was so scary to me. And
Sure.
like I would literally go up to the microphone and like just start crying for no reason. Like the producer was like, yo, what's going on? Are you good? Like, are you? And it just floods your body with like all this emotion. And I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be, because I'm
Hmm.
scared and it's doing something to me that's like waking up a part of me that I haven't felt in a really long time. So that's been really special. So I'm just chasing that. I'm just like chasing
Sure.
that down because